Hello, and welcome to today's video, in which Grace will attempt to make a cloak out of this blanket. I thrifted it for $2. Basically, it snowed, and my friend and I wanted to do a photo shoot in the snow, and I needed a cloak, so I was like, alright, let's just take this blanket I have and make one. And I figured it would just work if I just kind of sewed up the shorter ends together, so I just grabbed my sewing machine and then pinned all the edges together. And my whole plan was basically just to sew that part and then kind of make that the hood, and then I wouldn't have to cut anything and it would be a really easy thing to sew. And it worked decently well, and this only took me about an hour overall, but you'll see. So anyway, I didn't have cloth that exactly matched the cloak, but I figured, you know what, black is close enough. It's fine. It's not like anyone's going to be super inspecting my cloak, and I didn't really have another option, and I needed it for the next day, so it's fine. Anyway, I was a little afraid that it would be a little thick in the sewing machine, but it worked out fine. Sewing machines can be evil monsters, but you know what? Sometimes they decide to work exactly as you want them to, and this was one of those rare occasions, so yay for that. But yeah, basically I just sewed straight down the whole thing and took out the pins as I went. I almost forgot one, which you can see at the very end there. So, almost stabbed myself in the face when I tried to put it on later, but luckily I caught it in time. Yay. But, yeah, got that done, cut it off, and then I decided to just put it on and test where I would need any straps, to connect it. The hood is kind of big, as you can see, but I figured it was fine. You know, it can be poofy at the end. It took a little bit to figure out where I'd want it pinned, and also my brain wasn't working. But anyway, I got into my cosplay. Yes, this is a Merry cosplay from Lord of the Rings. And yes, this cloak was supposed to look like his cloak. Sort of the same color, so good enough. But I put it on just so that I could kind of see with the outfit. That is a terrible look, Grace. Do not pin it there. Anyway, I did, but it looks bad. So I tried to just pin it with the pin that I have. It did not work well because the pin is very thin and it was a lot of blanket to hold. But I decided that it was good enough. I was thrilled with it in the moment, you know, I was happy. Yeah, it was pretty good. Decent. I liked it. I grabbed my pipe, made sure that it all looked cool. I don't know how to hold a pipe in my mouth, so I look weird. But I was happy with it. Never mind, I wasn't, because I'm a perfectionist, and I'm never happy. Basically, I decided I was going to put buttons on. So I just sewed my little buttons on. I wanted it to kind of look like it does in the movies, where there's this little 2-button strap. You'll see. But yeah, so I just sewed a button onto either side. I marked out where I wanted it to be, and then I took this little piece of leather that I just had in my room, and I don't know if you're supposed to cut it with normal scissors, but I did. And it was okay, and then I trimmed it up with the scissors so that it was like a normal rectangle, just like that. And then I took this little awl that I have, and I basically just very unprofessionally stabbed a hole in it. And it took a lot of effort, and I was very scared I was somehow going to stab my face. But it worked. And then I did it on the other side, and then I just bent it and cut from the hole. And that's how I cut those little pieces. And they weren't big enough, so I had to lengthen them out a little bit, which is what I'm doing right there. And then once they were long enough to fit over the buttons, that's when I figured they were perfect. So this is definitely how you put a cloak on, but I didn't want to undo the buttons because I'm lazy. So yeah, I just pulled it on over my head like that. And you know what? It looks so much better this way, as you can tell from my face. I lied, perfectionists are sometimes happy-ish. But yeah, anyway, bye!